Child marriage is one of the major obstacles of girls to continue their secondary education, and it's a very huge worldwide problem to get girls have a future.
Every single day, 20,000 adolescent girls give birth. In doing so, many of them are in a situation where they haven't actually chosen that they wanted to become pregnant in the first case. About half of them are probably forced into this situation. And it often leads to them being robbed of educational opportunities, economic opportunities, and generally participating in active social and economic life.
Sexuality and intimate relationships and whether you have children or do not have children are basic aspects of people's life. And I wish people to be able to choose freely.
About 90% of the teenagers that give birth are actually in a married situation. Forced marriage or early marriage, which is most often forced, actually leads to premature pregnancies and births amongst teenagers.
40% of the child marriages take place in India, and there's arranged marriages, so girls are really, there's a lot of social pressure that they get married. I visited specifically the vocational education for girls and then job placement, so they get a job. And it delays with a few years the child marriage because they go for this path. And it was just incredible to see the sparkle in their eye and the proud that they got this vocational training and now they have a job, they have a decent job. Their early marriage is being postponed. So they don't marry anymore at 14, 15, 16 or 13, but now they marry maybe at 19, 20, 21, 23. And little by little this is changing, and it's very inspiring.
In Liberia we have built a coalition of NGOs. They have sent a report to the UN committee in Geneva, and the UN Committee of Geneva has made some recommendations to the government of Liberia, and the government has accepted a lot of them. And I'm proud of that.
You can't have enough organizations working on this. It's important that organizations are working together and are integrating their efforts and learn from each other.
Imagine a world where 500 million young girls were fully empowered to contribute to the economic development of their countries. For example, we know that in Uganda, the GDP could grow by about 30% if girls were informed and didn't become pregnant before they were 18 and weren't forced into marriage. So it would have a massive change effect on the development agenda. That's why we care so deeply about this agenda.